Today's Mediterranean recipe takes the classic flavors of Greece and marries them in a creamy one-pan dinner that's just as perfect for a fast weeknight dinner as it is for an easy-to-put-it-together Saturday night feast with friends. So if that sounds good to you, pull up a chair, grab a glass, and join me in my Mediterranean kitchen while we put together a simple dinner dish from Greece. The ingredients for the recipe couldn't be simpler. Shrimp, feta cheese, Kalamata olives, garlic, a little orzo pasta, a lemon, some parsley, and an onion. We'll start by preparing the marinade for the shrimp and let it set for the few minutes it'll take to saute the onion and garlic and cook the pasta. Start by zesting and juicing one lemon. Small dice 1 medium onion and mince 2 cloves of garlic. Mix together the lemon zest, a half a teaspoon of salt, and a few fresh grinds of pepper. Now make sure the shrimp is nice and dry, so pat it with a paper towel to get rid of any excess moisture. Toss the shrimp with the seasonings and add a teaspoon of sumac, then toss it all together until everything's really well incorporated and let it set to marinate while we work on the rest. Heat 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil over medium heat in a casserole-style pan or brazier like I have. Think of it as a cross between a Dutch oven and a skillet. It's my most indispensable pan in the kitchen. Now add all the onions and saute them until they're nice and soft and tender. And once that happens, add the garlic, stirring until its fragrance fills the kitchen. I'd love to have all sorts of whole grain pasta options like you might find in your stores, but the reality where I live in Spain is that traditional semolina flour pasta is what sells most. I've been able to score some organic pasta made with farro wheat or whole grain and squid ink, but the only brand of the tiny rice-shaped orzo pasta that I could find that's so popular in Greece comes from a wonderful Italian artisanal brand called Rumo, and it's made with traditional semolina. And while whole grain pasta might be a healthier choice, much of the Mediterranean is powered by this kind of semolina pasta every day. Now that the onions and the garlic are soft, add the orzo and stir it for a few minutes until it's well coated and takes on a little color. And if it looks like it needs it, drizzle in a smidge more olive oil. Now add 4 cups of vegetable broth, homemade or low sodium style. Bring the dish to a boil and then reduce the heat to a solid simmer and cook the pasta until it's a little less than al dente, about 5 minutes. When you can tell that the pasta is nice and plump and has taken on most of the stock, it's time to add 1 cup of the Kalamata olives, stir them in well, and then add a half a cup of the feta cheese and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now stir it all together until the cheese is pretty well melted and nice and creamy. Okay, now it's time to snuggle in all that shrimp into the dish. Cover the pan and let it cook for 3 to 5 minutes until the shrimp are pink and barely cooked through. It's been 3 minutes, so I want to check on them and see how they're doing, but it looks like they need a couple more minutes. And there we go. The stock's been absorbed, the shrimps are nice and pink, we're ready to garnish and plate. So all that's left to do is top it off with some fresh green parsley and finish crumbling all that feta cheese on the top. And in less than 30 minutes, we're ready to enjoy a completely balanced, healthy Mediterranean-style meal. And if you're looking for some more Mediterranean inspiration, just click on this playlist right now.